Hey guys, we're here where we make our tequila, and this is David Jan Gonzalez, our Director of Tequila Operations. Oh, it smells so good. These beautiful piñas have actually come such a long way. They had to mature 6 to 8 years to be at the position that they're at now. I think one of the great secrets of 818 is that we use this traditional process in these traditional brick ovens, and I think that's what brings us such an amazing flavor.
One of the benefits is that it creates very consistent cooking.
This process requires the piñas to cook for 30 hours and then they cool for 8 hours.
Slow cooking, slow roasted, gives you this, it's so juicy.
Oh my God, it's like warm and hot.
Yeah. The result is super soft. You can just shred it with your own hands, and if I press it slightly, you'll see just trickling down.
Hey, try some.
It's just delicious. This is what turns into tequila. The importance of this machine, the shredder or the molino, it's to prepare each penca, each section of the agave, so it's evenly open. So then it can be optimally worked on this tahona pit.
As we have mentioned before, it is super important for us at 818 to stay as traditional as possible. So actually using the tahona wheel is one of the oldest forms and methods for making tequila. The roasted agaves that we just saw, this is actually where they go next to get all the juices out. This volcanic rock wheel weighs almost a ton, and the purpose of this wheel is to separate the juice from the pulp. This stone-on-stone method really brings out the complex flavors in our tequila. Fermentation is how we turn the sugars in the agave into alcohol. So that's what's happening in here. This is another traditional method, a very natural way to ferment our tequila.
The fermentation process in this tank is very unique because we have a double bottom, and on the top we fill it with the fiber, leftover fiber from the extraction process, and it's already inoculated with the native yeast.
So all of these copper stills behind us are handmade, which is really, really cool. The fermented juice from those barrels that we saw earlier get taken into these handmade copper pot stills, and it produces this wonderful, pure tequila.
This is something that you don't usually see, like full copper distillation pots. It's a rare thing to see in the industry.
Copper is actually more traditional than stainless steel. Cultures were using copper in this process way before they were using stainless steel. In addition to being the most traditional form of still, we also find that using copper helps us create a smoother tequila. As you can see, there's like a lot of different sizes, so they give the tequila that depth and richness. With 818, we're really looking for those rich expressions, and these handmade stills definitely help us with that. There's literally nothing like tasting tequila straight from the still. Being completely sustainable at 818 is really, really important to us, so we're always striving to be that. We use this agave waste behind me along with solar panels to power the entire distillery. This is actually just another amazing way that we blend together traditional methods and modern technology and create a really sustainable process.
This piece of machinery right here is the one that dries up the product coming from the distillery.
Yeah.
And after it's dry, it's gonna be like this, and then we can fuel the machine that is on the back of this big part, and that's what's actually powering up the facility. This entire week of the factory it's dedicated exclusively to power of the plant.
So in addition to powering this facility, we actually found another use for this material, and I will show you that out front. We at 818 and at our distillery have found a way to take leftover agave fibers that you saw earlier and combine them with water waste and create the sustainable brick that uses little energy, and we are actually donating it back to the community. So it's just one of the cool ways our distillery that we're
Not only creating great tequila, but also making the most out of the waste.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on this little tour of our distillery. I hope you guys enjoyed, and cheers.